graduate college, and at this point, you working at you say you working at Champs.
I was working at Shelb, yeah.
Yeah, you was working at Champs, and you doing music.
Mm-hmm.
What like how what you doing in the music at this point? Like, are we talking part time, full time? Like, how is it everyday thing?
It was really just being at the crib, cause you know that shit was the studio. Niggas know, bro. That shit is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really doing it the right way, I ain't talking about just going to get no YouTube beats and rapping on them bitches. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about nigga going to buy a real beat from a nigga that really wants some money, and you paying $50. If you going into a studio, you paying $50 an hour, and you don't got nothing. You wasting money in that bitch. I'm waiting to write. So I was going like every couple weeks because I'm writing it down, and then I'm like, okay, now I got like 5 songs. I'm gonna go book a session. You feel me? So I wasn't going there playing around wasting no money. So it wasn't every day. It was just like here and there for real. I was making them bitches, wasn't even putting them out. My friends was mad as hell at me, like, nigga, you bullshit. You ain't no rapper. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like, damn, these niggas ain't lying. I'm going here wasting this money, and I ain't putting this shit out. But that's because I'm my biggest critic, so I be feeling like shit don't be all the way to par. You know what I'm saying, with that shit. And I be feeling like, man, I could have went a little harder. Even though people be saying my shit be hard, but I be like, man, that shit could be harder, you know?
Right. So, at what point did you start doing music? Like, when is the first time you like wrote a rap for real?
I was 13, nigga. I remember because we made this,
Was it after you know, oh girl got you together, you went and wrote a rap after that?
it was like, I ain't write a rap about that, but I think it was after that's when I got to kind of feeling myself.
Yeah.
You feel me? What I did, it was in my cousin's closet. I remember that shit. It was in my cousin's closet. He had the whole little setup. We went in there, we like, hell yeah, this shit sound good. We about to make an album. And I remember because it said my first name, and then it had 13, because I was 13 years old.
Okay. Do you remember like any words to
Hell no.
it?
I don't even think I wrote my first shit. I think my cousin wrote it for me.
Okay, so when you like started going to the studio, you was like, you weren't going to like your cousin's studio no more. You was going to other studios at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I was going. Me and my cousin was making songs together, and then I had a little setup in the crib. So like, I started rapping, and then my cousin Corn, he used to rap. My cousin Monte, he used to rap. We used to just be in my crib playing around because I had the whole little setup at the house, you know. And we was making songs. Like some of that shit probably still on YouTube.
All right, so moving forward, like, all right, so once you start going to the studio and you getting songs together, you putting songs together, so at first you just like, you're not really like putting them out, you just letting your friends hear them.
Yeah, I'm just letting my friends hear them and shit, cause you know that's when like probably like around the time like Doughboys and all them, so everybody wanted to rap after they seen that shit. Like they got the crowd moving, and Team Eastside, they used to be doing they still doing their thing, but like back then when niggas was going to Lot 1210 and all that shit, Envy and all that, you know, niggas wanted to rap. Niggas was like, damn, this a thing to do. You feel me? And then I was like, my rap was always different, man. I couldn't talk about that shit. Like I'm always deep as hell.
Right. So what you used to rap about back then?
Man, about where I wanted to be. Shit, I wanted to be famous as hell, rich as hell, all the girls in the world type shit. You know, like it wasn't about like how niggas was back then. They was talking about they fucking them. They already doing that. So I'm talking about like, damn, I want to get these millions. I want to have the baddest girls in the world. So I was just like, they talking about what they doing. I'm talking about what I'm trying to get to. If that makes sense?
Yeah, I feel you. So, like, what were some of your influences when it came to music at that time, like back then?
Some of my influences when I was doing music probably was like, I'm trying to think, was Drake in them out around that time?
I mean, if we talking about the 2010s, then yeah.
Yeah, it was like Drake and all them niggas, man. Like when he got the coming with that singing shit, I'm like, this fire. He going to the top all the way. But I can't remember, man. It was just like, I always had a love for music. I just love how like it was kind of like a way for me to vent. You know what I'm saying? So like when I feel like I couldn't talk to nobody, I felt like I could just go write a rap and just put it in there, and if somebody hear it, they were like, oh, he going through that, or like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like an outlet for me to express myself for real.
Okay. So at what point did like PVO come about?
Man, that shit came about. It was started in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? So it was like positive vibes only. I think my cousin started saying that shit, and then we just ran with it like shit. PVO, we just gonna try to spread positivity and just keep trying to motivate motherfuckers to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes we ain't doing the right thing, but we just try to keep positive shit going on for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we a group of black men just trying to grow with each other instead of trying to hate and bring each other down. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. It's a group of brothers trying to uplift each other and keep staying positive on the right track. You know what I'm saying? While showing other people that this is cool too. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Right. And when did you say that group text started?
Probably like 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
And it's crazy because we've been in the same group chat for a long time. Ever since they started group text messaging, we've been in the same group chat, the same amount of people for the longest, bro. And like we text every day type shit. It might not be like a whole conversation, but like something gets said in there, like y'all seen the game, we're watching the game. It could be anything. But them my dogs though.
Right. And who all is in PVO?
It's like me, Chico, Corn, Vito, Nate, Dre, TT. I think I said Ree already, didn't I?
No, I don't think so.
Ree. And Willie. It's just like we all like grew up together. Like most of us are cousins for real, like real blood cousins. And then like Courtney, he been around for so long. That's my cousin, best friend. So like everybody just knew each other from a long span. Like TT was my friend first, and then I introduced him to the guys, and then like they took him in as a little bro. You know what I'm saying? So like it was all like we judged off character before they was able to like attach with certain people, because we wasn't just letting anybody be around us. You know what I'm saying? Like we associate ourselves with people, like speak to them, holler at them, cool, but we knew like who we was really locked in with, like our friends. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So at what point did like y'all become like a brand, like, you know, like more than just, you know, this is a brotherhood? And
I feel like us as a whole is the brand. You know what I'm saying? Because people looking at it, because people looking at us and like that's what they know. Like these niggas be traveling together. These niggas, like a lot of people in my crew they like, you know what I'm saying, they married and shit, or like in serious relationships and shit. So like people seeing it and like that's something that they would wish they could do, like go on trips with their friends and like do things like the certain stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying? I know they looking in like, damn, them niggas close as hell. So I feel like that's the brand within itself. Like just us as a whole, like how linked in we is. You know what I'm saying? People wish they had that same connection with some of the people that they grew up with. A lot of people not with the same people that they grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's the brand within itself. So people just watching it, like people just fucking with us as a person. So now they want to tap into the brand, they buying the gear that we got. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why they fucking with it, because they know it is.
It's more than a brand.
It's more than a brand. It's like a lifestyle, like a family type thing. You know what I'm saying? So like they like, yeah, we fucking with them. So shit, we fucking with whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that for real.
Right. So have you always dropped? Like, has the music always been under PVO, or like, well, since you guys like created that, has the music always been under that?
No, I just was dropping music, man. Like me and my nigga Bob, like we really do the music thing out the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? So like, me and him was just making songs, and then like it's crazy how me and him, man, we was working at a little job together and shit. And as I'm walking in the door, he walking out the door. He like, nigga, you tug, woo. He like, nigga, I fuck with your music, da-da-da-da. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking niggas fucking with the music because I'm barely putting it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting out little stuff here and there. He like, yeah, nigga, your shit hard, bro. Keep going. And he really the reason I did my first show and like really kept going with the music for real. Cause I was to the point where like, man, fuck it. I'm about to just get a job. I'm about to just thug it out and get this money. You know what I'm saying? And then, he kept me going. Like his mom passed, and he was having like a he was having like a fundraiser to get her a headstone. You know what I'm saying? So like he had like threw a showcase at the Bullfrog, and then he like, yeah, bro, I fuck with your shit, bro. He like, man, you ever performed before? I'm like, hell no. I'm nervous as hell. You know what I'm saying? So he like, bro, I'm having a showcase, bro. I'll put you on that bitch. I fuck with your music. Come on, we gonna rock that bitch, you know. Whole time I'm nervous as hell. I keep calling him every other day, like, bro, so how I go, bro? Like, what's the best way to perform? Like, you know how? He like, man, I'm gonna come over there, nigga. I'm gonna practice with you and shit like that. And then when I got there, I ended up rocking it. You know what I'm saying? And I just fell in love with it ever since. And then I had to get back on it. Like, I ain't gonna stop this music shit because it's like what I'm gifted for. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept going after that.
Right, right.